Good morning. So, welcome to Monday. Busy week last week, lots of stuff, so I've been off the video for a while, but I'm back. However, how do I do this? There is a thing now, and I just listened to the ad or the social media video that the schools, some of the school districts in the US put out through whoever runs these things from a person point of view. But there is now something called food neutrality. You thought the world was fucked up. Listen to this. So food neutrality means you shouldn't judge the foods that you eat, right? So whether you eat a bowl of donuts or a bowl of salad, it's all good. You shouldn't judge it, and you shouldn't allow society to judge you based on that. You can't make this up. You shouldn't look at dessert, for example, as a punishment for eating your or as a reward for the punishment of eating your vegetables. Food neutrality. We shouldn't judge food. We should just take it as it comes. Now, this is the most fucking ludicrous thing I have ever heard. Where's this going to stop? And this is from educators, people who are in charge of educating and enlightening children about the world that we live in. Don't judge the food. It's okay. Be a fat little shit and just eat donuts all day long. You're neutral to food. You're good. That's fine. Let's make that the baseline. Food neutrality. Let's not judge the foods that we eat. Even though research says there are certain things that are good for you and other things that are bad for you. Where I can back it up is there is no such thing as a bad food. There's only a bad diet. You can eat all the chocolate cake you want, but you're going to get diabetes and die, right? On the long term. Or you're going to get so grossly and morbidly obese that you're not going to enjoy your life. But to say we approach all foods neutral, because you shouldn't judge the food that you eat. And you shouldn't let people judge. So if you are going to sit in your office every day and bring a bowl full of ice cream with M&Ms and Oreos crumbled into it, and that's your lunch every day, you don't think people are going to look at you and think, that's weird? Food neutrality. This is what some people are now talking about. It's insane. It's insane. It's total insanity. Yesterday again, and this is, I'm not going to go there, but there's, yesterday I had a discussion with Grant as well, just about the whole idea of teachers and educators, without the parents' consent, telling kids it's okay if you want to be something you're not. Gender fluidity at a young age, and the teachers are pushing this at the kids. An 8-year-old kid who says, no, you can be whatever you want to be, but don't tell your mom we spoke about this. What the fuck? It's mad. The world is mad. The world is insane. It's insane. And you know what? It doesn't have to be this hard. Occam's razor says the most simple explanation is normally the right one. Is a bowl of salad healthier than a bowl of donuts or a bowl of whatever? Yes, of course it's more healthy. You should you should feel differently about them. It's normal. The simplest explanation. But the world does not like simple explanations. We like to look for meaning in things that's not there. No, I'm finished for where things are going. You look at the news. I don't look at the news much. I use Twitter. I've set that up. I go in the mornings and the evenings. I scroll through my kind of informed on what's happening in the world, the pulse, if you will. But then sometimes after 2 scrolls, you're like, no, this cannot be real. You see another Trump rally where people have got their hands up in a very Nazi style thing. You think, what the fuck? What am I looking at? Are people so lost and disconnected from themselves that they have to go to all these extremes, look for safety in numbers, try and validate that a bowl of donuts is healthy, instead of focusing on just them and being happy as you? We've disconnected from ourselves. I was speaking to one of my staff members on Saturday, and he's also struggling with a lot of the travels because it's hard. It is hard. Being away from home for a long time, and you start having to think about things, and you've got a lot of time, and then you start going negative, and it's like he's scared that if he says something to people around him, they're going to think their priority is not his work. But I said your priority should not be your work. Your priority should be you. Not your partner, not your wife, not your child. You first. There's a reason on a plane you put your mask on first. Your priority in life, yours, mine, anybody watching this, people you know, your priority should be yourself. Because if you can't look after yourself, if you're not the best version of yourself, it means dick for anybody else. And if you don't pay attention to yourself on the long run, something's going to give. And normally it'll be the relationships closest to you, and it'll spiral down from there. We also think that everybody in our life should treat us the way we expect them to treat us, or the way that we would treat them. No. People are so caught up in their old world. The people you deal with every single day are so caught up in their old world that you might expect a thank you for something, but and you think if they don't say thank you, they just carry on, they're rude at you. No, maybe, you get rude people, but maybe they are in the middle of a breakup. Maybe they are going to lose their house. Maybe their dog that was 17-year-old died. They have shit on their mind, and not everybody has the EQ to be able to manage that and still worry about other people. So often we go with the negative first. The worst case scenario in every single situation must be the right one. If you're walking on the street, you see a friend of yours or someone you know far off, and you wave at them, they don't wave back. What do you think? Oh man, what did I do now? Or why is he being such a dick to me? No, maybe he didn't see you. Maybe he's just zoned out because he's got stuff in his mind. But we go negative. Why do we go negative? Negativity is always louder and more powerful in our heads than positivity. In the old day, when we lived in the bush, when you lived in the mountains, and we were living in little tribes, the consequence of not paying attention to the negative potential around us was dire. In the old days, if a saber-toothed tiger was going to eat you, if you didn't pay attention to the signs and symptoms, you would die. So you had to focus on the negative. Am I safe? Is something going to happen? Ooh, I see a track. Is this going to eat me? Where the positive side was not as high. So the consequences for negativity was always more important than the upside of positivity. Now, we're still the same beings. We're still the same DNA, same genes, right? We're just cavemen, tribal people in nice clothing now. So you find yourself in a social situation where there is zero threat to your personal safety, but you are still wired to look for it. The consequences of someone not liking the way you dress, or the consequences of someone not liking something you say, you're not going to die like in the old days, but your physiological response is still the same. It's a very interesting dynamic we're living in. Very, very interesting. But food neutrality, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Let's teach the kids of today that a bowl of donuts and a bowl of salad is the same thing. What's going to happen 10 years from now? You're joking. How people like that get into a position where they can influence the minds of the future, fuck knows. I don't understand it. The other thing I saw, and this is bizarre, this was on Twitter, it's apparently some other teacher in the US it's a male, biological male who identified as a female, which is fine, each to his own, that's cool. But then he was wearing these monster prosthetic boobs, like I'm talking they're hanging down here, right, with visible nipples through this t-shirt. And you look at these it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show in real life, but on drugs and in an alternate universe. And this person is teaching people in a school, and she is walking around like that. Maybe I'm not getting it, but I don't know. Each to his own. And I just think if that's your thing, if you identify someone, that's great. I'm all for that, full support. But if you're in a position where you are, I'm going to quote Spider-Man, I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. And if you're in charge of a group of young people, your personal beliefs shouldn't influence them. You should teach them so that they can start making up their own mind. Teach them truth, teach them fact, teach them science, teach them things like reasoning skills, debating skills, logical thinking, common sense. For you to put what you think on other people in general life for me is wrong. But in a school situation, damn man, I don't know. It's a very, very, very strange time. How's this going to change? I don't know. Will it? Probably not. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. I was chatting to someone as well in the week, and just, you look at people online and there's all these motivational things about go harder, rah, rah. Your David Goggins, like stay hard, go hard, run 15 miles, and if your foot falls off, just keep pushing, walk it off and carry on. You get that, but then on the flip side of it now, and there is an argument to have the fight, to be able to push, to fight for something, to have the grit, the resilience, to go through hardship, to learn that you can't always win. Yet we're giving away participation trophies. Well done, little Johnny. You came 11th out of 12 people. Here's a trophy. You're a winner. You're not a winner. You need to work harder or find something that is for you. If we get participation trophies for everything in life, we're celebrating mediocrity. And that's wrong. It's wrong. Not everybody's going to be a good runner. Not everybody's going to be a good gymnast. Not everyone's going to be a good business leader, a boss, a manager, a worker, whatever. You need to find your lane and then do that. But we need to teach, and we need to be aware that you are going to lose in life. That's part of it. It's part of it. But if we teach people from a young age that coming in 7th is a win, I don't know, is this just me? Question for the day, is this just me? Am I missing something here? Because it just, I don't know. It's, what happened to just being nice and being kind and working hard and knowing where you fit in to any situation and just doing you. Add value to every situation that you're in. Done. Done. Do that. Add value in every engagement you have. Online, on a phone call, with a waiter, with your partner, with your people at work. Leave every scene and situation that you're in better than what you left. Don't try and push your beliefs onto other people if they don't ask for it, or if they are too young to understand and to critically break it down in their own heads. It's not right. It's not right. I don't know. I don't know. It's maybe I'm missing something. So, question for the day. Am I missing something here? What's happening to the world? What do you think? That's the question for the day, because hard work still wins. Determination, grit, resilience is important. Consideration for people is important. And then you don't have to win every argument you're in, every situation. Sometimes you can just walk away and say, that's cool, man. You do you, I'll do me. That's fine, without having to try and change someone else. We just need to be humans. We just need to be kind and caring and positive and kind. Just be kind. Anyway. Wow. Didn't actually wanted to do some other stuff, but we'll get there tomorrow. I'm going to get to work. Lots of work to do today. And I will chat to you all then tomorrow. Let's just be kind. That's it. Have a good one. Bye for now.